Hi, welcome back to Warframe 101. This is Moonchild. Today we're going to be discussing your heads-up display, or HUD. So, there's a number of things that you can see on the screen right now. The majority of them you'll see the entire time that you're playing Warframe, no matter what character. So, very first thing is in the top left, that's your mini-map. I can turn it with my camera and it'll orient to whichever way that the camera is facing. So, it is describing this whole room that we're looking at right there. And also, you can press a button to enlarge it. So now that it's enlarged, it moved it at the top left corner to the center of the screen. You can keep it there the entire time that you're playing. So I'm going to move about, experience different things. So as you can see, my blue dot with the ears on it that's following me is my dog. You always get a HUD indicator if you have an animal with you on where your dog is and what they're doing. So, this right here is an enemy. We paused his AI, so he's not feeling too good right now, just living his best life. So, by that red triangle, you can determine a number of things. One, he's an enemy since it's red. Two, since one side of the triangle is elongated, that is the direction that he's facing. So he's facing this way. That's important if you ever wanted to stealth attack people, like this indicator here says so. Because if they're looking at you, obviously you're not going to have the element of surprise on them. So we'll walk up and we'll stealth attack him. Alright. So he's dead. Stealth attacks do a whole bunch of what's known as finisher damage. Finisher damage bypasses armor and shields. So it does it directly to the health bar. Very, very strong type of damage. Alright. So, now that we've looked at our map, in the very top right, we have two numbers. We have 300 in the blue and 300 in the red. The 300 in the blue is your shields. Your shields regenerate over time if you take any amount of damage to them. Now, your health does not regenerate over time, unless you use the help of mods or team support frames. Okay? Under that, you see Atlas, the frame that I'm using right here. The level of my Atlas, he's 30 in the brackets. Okay, then under that we have the health and shields of Gwenwavar, my dog here. Says name, says level, good. In the bottom right, that's where all of your powers hang out, your different Warframe abilities. So my ability to make walls, turn them into boulders, petrify people, punch people. I would need a target to punch somebody, and make these things called rumblers. Rumblers are my little rock friends, which go about and beat people up. So, all of that is dependent upon energy. Energy is the currency in order to use powers in Warframe. So, this pulsing blue ball right there is what energy looks like in Warframe. You'll kill enemies or find this in containers and it will give you more energy to use your powers. So if I walk over this, my little bar in the bottom right just filled up with 250 energy. I can hold 225. So now my bar is filled, all of my abilities are highlighted, which means I can use them all. Very good. It always goes first, second, third, and fourth. It's from your first ability on the left to your last ability on the right. And they get increasingly more expensive as you go down the line. So remember that. Alright, above that we have our Corinth, which is this gun I'm holding in my hands right now. Or the Staticore. So it'll always indicate whatever weapon that you're holding. And above it is its ammo. How many is in the magazine? You have 5, so this thing is holding 5 shells. Goes down to 4, and has 132 rounds in the reserve. If I reload, it'll go down to 131 with 5 in the mag. So that's how you see your ammo and manage that appropriately. So, most ammo types in Warframe do not look like this box here. Ammo types are normally divided into very specific categories of it, like this stuff over here. So, you'll see blue ammo, which is rifle ammo, which is for machine guns and things of that nature. You have this red ammo over there, or right here, which is pistol ammo, universally for secondaries. And then you have this green ammo, which is for shotguns. So that just in the bottom middle you see there, I got 1 shotgun ammo, and it filled my reserve. Then the last type of ammo that you'll get, I don't see one here, is purple. That's sniper and rocket launcher ammo. Very rare, doesn't drop very often, but it's good to keep an eye out for it. Alright, see here's some energy over here. That's good. But I'm full, so I can't pick it up. Alright, so one last thing that I recommend that you do for your HUD, especially as a new player, is right now, since I'm the only one in this session, there's no one else's health bars to monitor. But I recommend you go here to options, go over to interface, and I recommend you turn on this show player list. Show player lists will mean that you can see everybody else's health, shields, and energy. And that way, if you're playing a team support frame or you're just keeping tabs on people to make sure they're doing okay, you can always see how they're doing. If they're about to die, you can respond, get to them quickly, and help them if you need to. Heal them, do whatever. So I recommend you turn this on, especially as a new player. Show player list. Alright. So the other part of the HUD that we'll go into now is your options menu that I just pulled up here. Okay, so resume would drop the menu. It would immediately pull you back to the game. Okay, abilities will give you a quick highlight of your frame, what all of your abilities do, and what they're currently putting out. You can click this square button down here, or whatever it is on your respective platform, to view your stats without mods, so they become these white numbers. And then you can go back in the blue and set them with mods. Currently, I'm using a build from a previous menu that doesn't have any mods on it, so these numbers won't change. Alright, over here, we have our energy cost. Like I said, it increases as you go up. So my first ability, Landslide, 25. Tectonics, making the big rock wall, 50 energy. Third ability, Petrify, costs 75. And Summoning My Rumblers costs 100. Most frames it'll be that way unless you have an ability called a channeled ability. Channeled abilities have an activation cost that's normally pretty low, around 10, 25 power, but then they will continuously take energy as you use them until you turn them off. Atlas doesn't have any of those. He used to, but he got an update that helped him out a lot. Alright, so there's that. Melee combos. If you're at the point where you have a melee weapon and you have this thing in there called a stance mod, that will allow you to perform these fancy button combinations that will cause you to pull off combos. And combos do increase damage, have a chance of stunning, proc effects. It depends on the combo. There's a whole bunch of different ones. So if you ever forget your way to pull off your combos, you can look at this menu here and it'll tell you. Alright, we can go to the arsenal from here. This isn't a normal option that you'll get, but it's special to this place we're in. So if I click on that, it'll teleport me back into this so that I can change my character. So I could change my build back to one that has mods on it here. There we go. That's my good build there. Okay. Next thing we see here is communication. So your friends, obviously the people that you hang out with and you've friended inside of Warframe. So we'll click on that. You have your online. You have your pending. These are all the different people that you've sent friends requests to. They've sent friend requests to you, whatever. Okay, then offline. These are all the people that aren't playing, haven't played in a while. You see 1,326 days here. Yeah. So that's that. Sessions available. If you had a friend online who was playing, what he was doing and where he was at would appear right here, and you would have the option to join him if you wanted. View recent players. If you just hanged out with some pretty good people and you want to connect with them again to do more missions, that would be where you'd go. And add friend. This is how you recruit new friends here. Okay. You have a search bar here, so you could search by a specific name, or you could turn on this sort function to either last logged on or alphabetically. Alright, so that's your friends list. Here's your clan. Your clan is like a guild if you've played any kind of MMO. It's a group of people that hang out, share resources, and accomplish things together. Okay, we're the Sentinels of the Iron Moon. Pretty old clan, not a lot of members. Some old hands haven't played in a while. So here's me up here, Founding Warlord. Pending requests to join the clan, not any. And then here are some of our offline members and their different offline day times. Okay, this is the rank of your clan, how big it is, how much mastery you've gained here at the bottom, how soon you'll get your next rank, and how much, 37,000 there. Same thing, sessions available to join other clan members. And then right here would be a big long list if you had a whole bunch of your clanmates that were in different kinds of missions. And you have clan statistics down there to tell you certain things about what you've accomplished, who last logged on, who is what rank, those kinds of things. And clan management for if you're a founding warlord or whatever you name your lead rank of your clan, you can demote people, promote people, give them permissions, all that stuff. Okay, inbox, this is how you get your mail. Okay, so here are different messages. They'll be a lighter color if they're new, and they'll turn to this gray if you've read them, and you got a date here and a time that you opened them. Says what they want. Sometimes they'll have little transmissions attached to them, which are little videos. And then that'll pop up here. Just gonna show you that for a second. So this is where you'll receive gifts from other players if they decide to send you something nice. This is where the stalker will yell at you for doing your job. Whole bunch of good stuff. Alright. You can also, it says here at the bottom, you can delete all read messages. You can click R3 and it'll close out the whole thing for you. So now we got no messages. Nice fresh mailbox. Alright, so below communications, options. Like I said, whole bunch of things. You can fully customize the experience however you want. You have your look sensitivity, aim sensitivity while scoped, gameplay requests, chat requests, who you see, who you don't, whatever you want. Warframe is very customizable. Alright. Okay, view mission progress. This is important to do. So, if you're in a mission and you've picked up a certain amount of item that you've been there for, it'll appear in this bottom left box called item rewards. So you can go over there and say, oh, I needed 500 kuva. And it'll say, oh, I actually picked up 600 kuva, it says here. And then you could move on, do whatever, just see how long you've been there and what you've picked up, all that good stuff. All of your mods that you pick up will show up in this little box here. And you can scroll through it if you've gotten any, the different kinds, different ranks, different rarities, whatever. Okay, these bars up here, these 6, these are all of your different weapons and equipment that you brought into the missions, how far you are into the level, Atlas max rank. All of this is max rank, so you don't have to be too concerned about that right now. Don't worry about this Vozarin right here, we'll get to that later. Okay, and then this is your in-mission percentiles. So if I was playing with a full party of people, 4 people, it would divide this damage dealt, damage taken, all of this stuff between us. So then you'd be able to see your statistics. If you think somebody's not pulling their weight and they're really not contributing, it'll show up here. If you're wondering how awesome you did, you'll see it here. So look to this if you want to see how people did. You also have how long the mission took up here on top. It's got a nice scroll bar for you. Alright. Very last thing to show you here on your HUD inside of this menu. These are your chat windows down here in the very bottom left. On console it's L2. It might be different on Xbox and on PC. So I'm clicking that button. Very first thing you're going to have here, that little flower symbol, that's going to be your party. So people you have with you in your mission will see this. So you click your button to text here. There's some H's out there. Appear there. Good. Down here in the bottom, you have your player list, which is those 3 people icon. Then you also have emojis. So if you wanted to throw out an emoji onto your chat there, you could throw that out. There's a nice sunglass smile for you. Alright. With the right analog stick, if you had a whole bunch of people in your party or what you're trying to look up, here's how you can alphabetically sort through them. So if you're looking for someone whose name started with a P, click on P and it would bring up all the P's. Alright, R1 over, this shield is going to be your clan. So everybody who's in your clan here, here's the message of the day. That'll always play from whichever clan leader set it. You can send your message to your clan. It'll be a different color. It's kind of a lighter green compared to this blue for your party. And then this is an alliance. An alliance is a whole bunch of clans that have linked together in order to accomplish things. So that in there is also that nice shade of green. Okay. Triangle, this is your chat filter, so you can set different kinds of profanity filters, other things that you don't want to see, do want to see, all of that goodness. And then it's just L2 to close that menu back down. So that is that HUD. Up here, you're going to have all of your different players. This plus would be filled if I was in a full party. It's always going to be your frame used, your aura, your primary, your secondary, your melee, and whatever companion you have. So it'll show this for everybody there. In the top right, we have our boosters. 78 days, 9 hours of affinity booster and XP booster. We have our credits, which are these blue rectangles up there. That's Warframe's free currency, so you'll gain that from doing missions and stuff of that nature. Then up in the top right here, this silver thing is called Platinum. Platinum is Warframe's premium currency, which means you pay real money in order to get it. Now, For platinum, there's actually a few ways that you can earn it in-game. Now, the main way that you're going to earn it would be through the Warframe market, the trade chat. Trade chat is a way that if I had a mod that you wanted, you could offer me X amount of platinum for it. And if I just found that mod, well then that's free money for me if I decide that it's worth it. So you can generate platinum in Warframe without actually having to spend a dime on it, as long as you're willing to work the trade chat. Alright, so that is your HUD. And that's another episode of Warframe 101.